goddess. Principally rock solid of an empress. When she be strong, the whole universe rests. When she be storm, she lit.
This how you be when you over here minding your own business,
Just chilling.
chilling at home with your husband.
And your wife.
Yeah, just minding your business, doing what the Lord say for you to do, because you led by the Spirit. Okay.
Yeah.
First of the year come in. Okay. New year. It's floated right in. Didn't mean anything to me.
Just another day.
Yeah. So we don't do resolutions and all that other stuff, but we do mind our business.
We've learned it's the best thing to do.
Oh yes, we love our peace because that's from God, and it comes very highly priced to get. Okay, that's some of that spiritual wealth.
Yeah.
It comes at a very high price to get, and it's not easy to let it be disturbed by things. So when we find ourselves being disturbed by something, we just want to come forth and address whatever it is, because I don't try to live my life selfishly. I try to live my life where God have placed me to live, or whatever area I'm in, whatever neighborhood I'm in. I try to be a light in that area wherever He planted me at. Okay.
Yeah.
And if he take me from certain places and from among certain people and plant me in different places, then that's where I tend to take my roots down right there and grow in that area. Okay. That's what real life is to me. I don't live my life backwards, worrying about what's behind me, who's behind me, or any of that. Okay. I'm not inconsiderate of anyone's feelings, of how they feel about the decisions that I make, because it doesn't matter when you follow Christ what anybody else thinks or how they feel about things in your life and the way that you choose to follow, because you know that it's the righteous way. We don't live our life worrying about what anybody else feels, say, do, or think about what God does, because what He do is well done.
Yeah. The decisions he make, the plans he have for your life, it has nothing to do with your plans.
Exactly.
So when he call you, when he finally gets your attention, and you realize that you don't have nowhere else to go but to him, when you have to surrender and give your life over to the Lord, your life no longer belongs to yourself. And then when God called for you to do a certain thing, when he send you a wife, he said, he that find a wife find a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. So when the Lord send you a wife, he said, cleave to your wife and your family, because that's what's important. That's where you belong. It has nothing to do with no one else. It's all about what God calls for you in your life, because he has a plan for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But when are you going to pay attention and realize that when you focus on God for your own life, you don't have to worry about no one else's life.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about what nobody else think. A long life path, the people that God put in your path and the people that you run into, you speak life, and your life to people everywhere you go, all day, every day. That's what Jesus Christ is all about.
Yeah.
We're movable tents, and He come and inhabit our temples. It's not about anything else. So when you live your life in the way that God called for us to live it, in that spiritual way, the carnal mind cannot comprehend the things of the Spirit. Okay. So if the carnal mind cannot comprehend the things of the Spirit, you will never understand spirituality. You'll never understand when someone is born again of the Spirit, washed by the water of the Word, redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. Okay, carnal minds can never understand that because that's another level right there. Okay, that's that level that we've forgotten to believe in and attend to. Okay, and walking towards the perfection in. That's the level no one wants to take.
Yeah.
So you can't. Nobody can be mad about the path that you choose. Okay, nobody have that right. No one have that right to take that away from you because that means you have a free mind to make a choice and a decision to think as you choose to think and to follow the way that you choose to follow in Christ.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So can nobody else come along with their beliefs and try to keep pulling you down to whatever their tradition is or whatever they believe in or whatever they want to do? When people do that means that they don't have no respect for what God have taking you from and put you in and building you up in. Yeah. They don't have no respect for Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they don't have no respect for him.
They don't have no respect for Jesus Christ. So when people don't have no respect for Jesus, they tend not to have respect for others. Because I never felt like in my life that I had to answer to anyone about any decision that I made in my life. I've always been rebellious from day one. Okay, the Lord created me that way so that I would not adhere to rules and custom traditions and systems. It's the way that He built each and every one of His chosen ones. Yeah. Okay, and that's the way we operate. And that's spirituality, and no one understands that. You know, all praise to the Most High. He is all powerful, almighty, all knowing. Okay, all seeing. He's the one who can do all things in us. So whatever He do in my life, I don't owe anyone no explanation about that.
It's not there to explain.
That's evident. You know what I mean? And the more evident it is, the more people are gonna hate you because they feel like you've taken something away from them because whatever expectation they had of your life, that didn't work. Okay, and then they try to put that over on you. Tell okay, the new year come in and God called for me to fast from electronics, fast from devices, phones, whatever. But I'm already going into the new year changing my phone number because I realized that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, no one needed to have access to me in that way. Okay? That I needed to have access to God in that way, and only that, and that can't be interrupted. You know, the more stuff we take in throughout our life, it interrupts our mind and our thinking. Okay? So when God get ready to get to the root of problems in your life, He's going to go all the way to the root of where the interruption in your prayer life is coming from. Yeah. Why can't you hear me clearly? If your prayer is for God to give you more wisdom, more knowledge, He's going to show you wherever there is a root cause of something in your life that's blocked, that could be blocking it. Yeah. Okay? And if He say that that's people, okay, and you don't need your cell phone 24/7 on you for what? What do you need that for? Yeah. What do you need that for? That's what He said. You think about that because He'll come to you, He'll tell you what He wants, and then He'll let you think about it.
Yeah, He'll tell you what
and
He wants.
When you think in the wise way, that the way He calls you to think, you make decisions because hey, I chose Jesus. Yeah. I chose Jesus, and I chose Him for a reason. Okay. Yeah. And that does not have to look good to everybody. And everybody don't have to agree with that. Yeah. That's your choice.
That's your choice.
But when you see me, that's what you get. When you're around me, that's what you get because that's how I am. I'm a light. Yeah. And that's what I want to be connected to. You know, and be able to be illuminating force in the atmosphere to make changes everywhere that I go. You know, I chose that. Yeah. So I don't want anybody in my life who's going to limit that because they're down here on the village layers of life, you know, barely getting by and poor-minded and they thinking and turning to substance abuses and getting addictions. And I chose to leave that, you know. Yeah. I chose to fight in the spirit with the Lord until I felt the deliverance, until I had deliverance, until He told me I was delivered, until I felt delivered. I kept fighting. Yeah. So it's no reason why anyone in life should feel like they have to have some kind of attachment to you or some kind of crazy notion that they have to know that you're all right or something. I don't want anyone putting that fear on me and my family because if I change my number, if it's just immediate family only, it doesn't mean anything that towards you. It means that I'm just going a little bit higher with the Lord and I don't need this in my life. I don't need this disruptions. That's all. It has nothing, whatever my husband and I decide to do, if you can't get in touch with him or whatever because there's some kind of emergency, Jesus coming and he at the door or something, got to be what it is. Okay?
Because then you don't need to be looking for me there. You need to be looking for him.
All right. Okay?
You don't need to be looking for me.
And we disrupt the system of peace in the house because we want to know what's going on in someone else's home, because we from the down in the valley, okay, in small creeks and small towns where it's sanctimonious to be nosy and in somebody else's business. We don't know how to operate and come out of that and realize, hey, these two are one. He's no longer mine, no longer attached to me in any way, and neither is she. That's one over there. Leave that alone.
We are one.
Have respect for Jesus and his way and the way he builds families and strong marriages and family units. Respect the sanctity of marriage, and maybe we can get one.
Maybe.
Okay?
Maybe we can get one.
That was just a little light rebuke. That's all I came to do today, because I will live in peace. Okay? Yes. If the Lord have not called me forth, you will not see me. Okay? Yes. I choose peace and quiet. Okay? And being alone with the Lord. That's what I choose. I could have a house full of people every day if I wanted to, but that's not how I get down. And I just want people to have respect and have respect for Jesus Christ, first of all, and then have respect for those of us who are his chosen vessels. Okay? We're supposed to be all of us. If we start coming up higher, okay, and wanting better and wanting more and want to be better, because that's what it's all about.
You have to want that.
Okay?
You have to want that and you have to know it.
You have to.
And it's all about being obedient to what God said, being obedient to God's word. Because when you be obedient to what he says, and when he tell you something, and you be obedient to what he says, and then he shows you why you had to be obedient, and how important it was, and what could have happened if you wasn't obedient. When he allow you to see that, and just to know that he tell you something, and you do it, and you can't understand the outcome of it. Because it's him.
But that's that spiritual walk.
That's him. That's his power.
Yeah, that's that spiritual.
He show you his power if you be obedient. Yeah. If you be obedient and listen to his voice.
People don't understand that you have to know that God is real. First of all, to even start the walk, you got to believe that first. Yeah. And you have to know the way and the order and the process and the plans and everything, the word. You have to know all of that. Okay? He know how he want to build his house and what he want to do in the lives of people. He's in control of that. Yeah, so I don't want anyone having no attachment to me to where they feel like if they don't talk to me or if they can't get to me when they want to or send me a text message or anything, that's a bummer for you. That's a bummer for you, because that's not the road that I'm on. I don't need that in my life.
Yeah, we don't have to know everything that's going on in somebody else's life.
Especially when you know how to pray, and especially when you know your prayers are answered, especially when you in communion and relationship and you have so much faith, and it's all about Jesus. And if you just, even if you have a thought or desire that he hears and he knows and he make manifest, okay? Yeah. Believers. So it's nothing that I could, hey, I'm just going to pray. All I do is pray for people. Just pray for people. Through all the ambushes and everything that's been said and done, and people that said so much vile things about, either me or either you in each side of the family. Yeah. It never mattered to us. We kept on being who we were. But we always knew. It
didn't matter what you said.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter what you say. It didn't matter how you feel.
It didn't matter.
But we knew.
We knew it. But we kept on being who we were. That's
who God made us to be.
That's who God made you to be. But you always know that negativity is such a forceful, very, very forceful in the lives. Negativity is nothing that you want to be around and be amongst. and gossiping and backbiting, lying, just things the negative things that people do towards others. I never wanted to be a part of that. So it was always in me to be who I am. Okay.
Yeah.
It was always in me to know that I was a child of the Most High God, that I was a chosen one of God. It was always in me to know that. Can't nobody deny that in my life. Okay.
They can't
And
be
they don't get the power anymore to bring me down to that level of whatever fear that they have to think they have to be in touch with me about something. Okay?
Not that
Because
important.
you can have my address and my email address and email me or send me a letter. Go back to living in the 70s and 80s when there was no cell phones. Okay?
No cell phones.
And we didn't have to feel like we was attached at the hip and had to be worried about who texting us and who sending something to my phone and this and that, just disrupting my life here.
Yeah.
And then when you go into prayer, you got all this stuff going on. I'm like, wait a minute, Lord, where's the noise coming from? Okay, do a fast and you're going to find out. You're going to find out where the disruption is coming from. Okay? So it never was about me trying to say, man, should I call everybody and tell them about what the Lord said so I can do a fast? It ain't about you. Serving Christ is not about you. It's not about me. Okay, it's all about him. And one day, when we wake up from our sleepwalking, we're going to realize that. We'll realize that one.
Yeah, we will.
Anything else you want
But
to say?
you have to, you have to know that our life belongs to the Lord. We have to do what he say.
So were you going on a fast like with your electronics too? How did your phone started like blowing up? Because you decided to fast?
Yeah, people texting me, and people texting me, trying to call. People like, don't have no idea who it is.
But it's crazy that you have to tell people that's really, really bad. If you have to tell somebody what you're about to do with God, like you have to go on a fast from something.
You don't have to.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
They have that much power over you through a cell phone.
Yeah.
Through a cell phone, through a number, that they have that much power over you. And if they don't hear from you, or if they call you more than once, or don't hear from you a week, they get to worrying because you ain't text them back. That's fear in their life, and that's what they invite in to yours.
Yeah,
that's what they invite into yours with the way that they think. Because just because you haven't heard from me, that's good. Hey, let's go back to the 70s where we only heard from each other maybe once, twice a month, or we ran into each other by osmosis because the Lord wanted you to run into him. Oh, okay, maybe we can have more encounters and instances with the Lord moving in our life if we give up some stuff.
Yeah, we gotta give stuff up, and like you say, get back to the basics. Well,
exactly.
Back then, like you say, you couldn't call me. I guess what if you wanted to know about me, you come see me. That wasn't about the cell phone, the text message, and all that. That's all.
Simple solutions.
That's something that has destroyed America, destroyed the people. It has destroyed the people because the phone, the cell phone, has destroyed the people. You see the young people, the middle-aged people, the old people driving with their phone, texting on their phone.
Seen a lot of that lately.
Like what in the world's going on?
70s and 80-year-olds on the cell phones while they driving.
Getting into that.
That's why the accident rate is so high.
Yeah. Get that peace.
We don't want to get too much into it. We just want to come and just let you. Hey, we still alive, okay? We're fine. We're blessed and highly favored in the Lord. He is our portion, okay? He takes care of us.
We over here with Jesus.
He tell us what to do, when to do, how to do, what to do, whatever. He is in charge for reals. Okay, we don't play no games over here when it comes to that. We don't have to put on for the people for that one, baby. We don't do this for likes. Okay, and views. All right. So y'all be blessed. It's our date night.
Yeah, it is.
And we're gonna enjoy it because we actually love each other.
Yes, we do.
Ooh. Yes. We actually love and enjoy each other, and we love being around each other, and we're like best friends.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
We love marriage.
It's a blessing.
So marriage is not hard work. Marriage is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blessing from the Lord, honey.
From the Lord. From the Lord.
Okay, get
only
that right.
From the Lord.
So I hear people say marriage is this, marriage is hard work, marriage is that.
It
I'm
is
like,
that
no, marriage
because
is
you
a
don't want to submit or surrender.
Get God in there first, and then
Surrender.
you'll understand.
Surrender, then you'll know.
Yeah, how beautiful it is
Because
to
what
love
he
the person
joined-
you married to.
You have
Because
to.
there was times when I didn't like him, and he ain't like me either. Well, we appreciate it even more now, you know.
Yeah, it's
My
got
cup runneth over. All right. All right. Your ladder shall be greater. Let me
shall be
enjoy
greater.
my ladder. All right.
I'm enjoying my wife. I know that.
Oh, yes, Lord. Ooh, good, bad.
Peace and love.
Peace and love, y'all.
What is your mother? Lioness, principally rock solid love and empress.